Are you training hard, eating right, but still not growing? It might be because you're only training one of the three mechanisms of muscle growth. Stick around till the end because I'll show you how to plug all three into a simple weekly plan that you can copy and paste into your own training. Today I'll show you what the three mechanisms of muscle growth are and how to train all three in the same week. If we want to grow our muscles, called hypertrophy training, to maximise our success, we need to hit all three mechanisms of hypertrophy. Otherwise, we're leaving gains on the table. By the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to structure your week, so you're not accidentally leaving two of those triggers on the table. Hypertrophy training is increasing the size of our muscles. We want to maximise the protein synthesis of our muscle fibres, making them thicker. This happens when our training sends a strong enough signal and we recover with sleep and nutrition. Think of our muscles as a factory. Training is the alarm bell that says, we need to build more machinery. These three triggers are different ways of ringing that bell. So today, let's look at those three mechanisms and how we can target them in practical terms. We'll finish up at the end with a simple training week that we can copy into our own training. The first is mechanical tension, which is our muscles producing moderate force through a range of motion. When we do our standard 8 to 12 reps at a moderate intensity, i.e. weight and effort, with 60 to 90 seconds rest in between sets, we're placing our muscles under tension. This is one mechanism which we are all likely to be hitting, but it's only the one. Most lifters get some tension working without realising it. Heavy compound exercises, multi-joint exercises, like squats, bench press with good technique and close to failure with 8 to 12 reps and 1 or 2 reps left in the tank, is producing mechanical tension. The second mechanism is metabolic stress. This is the pump that you may have heard people talk about. It's the feeling that our muscles are being so swollen that we think our skin's about to burst. As our muscles fatigue, more and more motor units are recruited to help out. Waste products like lactic acid build up in our muscles, and this sends a strong signal to stimulate muscle growth. We train metabolic stress by using less weight and higher reps, coupled with shorter rest periods, say 30 to 60 seconds, and keeping constant tension on our muscles by avoiding locking our limbs out. The most common exercise like this is the infamous 21s, a bicep exercise where we use partial reps. We do 7 reps at the bottom of the curl, immediately followed by 7 at the top, and we finish with 7 full reps, but all with no rest. Lastly, we have muscle damage. This is what makes us sore the day or two after training. It's micro tears in the muscle caused by high tension, particularly in a stretched position, which is why people advocate for training muscles in a stretched position. Good example of this is incline dumbbell curls. Too much soreness means that we can't train properly in the next session, so you need to use this one sparingly. It's also the least effective of the three mechanisms. We get the most muscle damage from eccentric contractions, which is where we lengthen the muscles, as opposed to concentric contractions, where we shorten the muscles. So if we emphasize the eccentric movement, we can create more muscle damage. Don't overdo it though, as you don't want to be too sore for our next training session. Putting it all together, here's what it might look like in a week. We're going to use an example of a chest workout with 3 sessions a week. Day 1 is mechanical tension focused. We're going to do flat bench press, 3 sets of 8 reps, 90 seconds rest, at about 80% of our 1 rep max. Day 2 is metabolic stress focused. We're going to do cable flies with 3 sets of 20 reps, but only 30 seconds rest. Day 3 is muscle damage focused. Let's do incline bench press with 2 sets of 8, but an 8 count lowering of the bar and 90 seconds rest. You don't need fancy exercises, you just need to make sure that you're hitting all three mechanisms. Muscles grow when we expose them to tension, we create metabolic stress, and when we do just enough damage to signal protein synthesis is needed. If we aren't hitting all three pathways, we aren't maximising our training. Look at your own training, and are you honestly hitting all three consistently? I cannot say that I am. Maybe that's why someone once described me as the skinniest man in NATO. If you want a full example hypertrophy week broken down exercise by exercise, let me know in the comments below. If this video helped, subscribe for more videos, and let's get everyone to get the most out of our training.